Hey everybody, it's been a hot minute since I've been on my blog. And it's one of the things that I struggle with, and I think it's because I don't like to write. So I figured, you know what? I'm not going to. I'm going to just pop videos on here and let you know what's been going on. So I don't remember where I left off, and I should have looked at that before I started recording this. But so I'm going to work my way backwards. And when I get to a part that you feel like you have seen before, just stop watching. So let's see. I don't know if I have told you guys that I know you know that I belong to a country club. The country club is 100 years old. And so some of the things are a little antiquated in the way they do things. So they have primary members and they have secondary members. And most of the time, the men are the primary members. So there are a handful, I'm going to say almost between 15 and 20 primary female members. And so every holiday, that would be Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day, they have a 4th of July tournament that is for the men. So what that means is that we can't, or we can't tee off until after they're done with their tee times, which is typically later in the afternoon. And so I did not find this very fair because I pay the same amount of money that they do. And so a couple years ago, one of my friends and I really kind of was like pushing. And it wasn't even that we necessarily needed to play in their tournament, although, again, don't think that having women play in their tournament is a big deal, but according to some of the men, definitely is. So we finally got it where we could tee off. So the first thing that they did was they say, okay, well, you can't play in the tournament, and we can't let you go off first thing in the morning because those are coveted tee times, the 7 a.m. tee times. So you can't go off first thing in the morning, but we're going to put you off at 10. So we tee off in the middle of their tournament. So needless to say, the men were like, what is going on and why are these women in the middle of our tournament? So that didn't last very long. And then finally, they were like, okay, you can now tee off. You get that first tee time. You can have 7 a.m. So we were happy. We get out there in front of the men, and we're quick players. And so we play. We finish typically in 3 hours. So we're sitting having breakfast up on the deck, which overlooks the ninth hole, and we get to watch all the men come play in the sand trap, all that fun stuff. Anyway, so this actually was the first year that we were able to play in the 4th of July 2-day tournament. So we can't do the Memorial Day. We can't do the Labor Day, but they gave us one. So my friend Karen and I paired up. It was a better ball tournament. And so we paired up, and it was sadly only 3 women decided that they were going to do this. Myself, Karen, and my younger friend who's 27, her name's Sarah, she played. But she decided to pair up with her friend Matt, who she played college golf with. So anyway, it wasn't surprising that we were paired together the first day. That, why make waves and why saddle men who don't want to play with the women? So anyway, so that was fine. And then the next day, it's like depending upon where you are in the tournament, depends who you're paired with. So make a long story short, Karen and I didn't play our best game, but we certainly did not play our worst either. So we were middle of the road, an average. I think I shot 81, 82, and Karen shot 83, 84, which is, right around what we typically shoot. Although we have been having some pretty good rounds of sub 80s. So we were kind of hoping for that, but not surprised that we didn't do it. Anyway, It was fun. We had a great time. We're so looking forward to next year, but it was hard to believe. Look at my kitty, found something to play with. It was hard to believe that the club is 100 years old this year, and we finally got to play in this tournament. So anyway, so much fun. And you know what? I think I'm loving these videos a lot better than having to write all this crap down. So I think I'm moving forward with the videos. So anyway, my golf game is progressing. I have some goals. I'm going to share them with you in a later video. Trying to like kind of work through a couple of my golf goals. But it's starting to come together. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.